So here's another quick one, guys. This is a good way to get your 64th notes going, is to at first just practice them in short bursts, so 2 beats each. And I suggest playing single stroke 16ths, and then single stroke 32nds, and then double stroke 64ths. Because all you're doing is you're keeping that same single stroke motion of 32nd notes. So remember 16ths, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Then your 32nds would be, so you have to keep that single stroke motion of, then you just play a closed stroke roll, you double it, so you're automatically going from 32 to 64 notes. So single stroke 32nds, keep that motion going with the single stroke, and then add doubles. Then back to 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E, 4 E and a, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 64, 64, 64, 64, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I was playing 4 beats, obviously. But what's good to do too is try to engage an ostinato pattern underneath, where you're either playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or just 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. But it actually helps to keep quarter notes going on the bass drum the whole time, and then playing these on the ands. Okay, so if you play 2 beats of each, it would be 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 64s, 64s, and then 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 64s, 64s. Then once you get used to playing those figures and keeping that single stroke motion going, same thing with playing double stroke 32nds. You're just keeping that single stroke motion of 16ths going, 1 E and a, 2 E and, then you just double that. So see how you're not playing faster, you're just playing more notes in the same amount of space. Okay, that's really important. A lot of people think, oh, you're speeding up or you're playing faster. No, you're not. You're not playing faster tempo-wise or pulse-wise. What you're doing is you're just putting more notes in the same pulse. Okay, so that's why I recommend 2 beats at first, just to kind of get those bursts going first. Then you can sustain it for as long as you want, and 4 beats and that kind of thing. Okay, but the exercise, it's a great one, and you can see I'm on the pad. But even if you're playing it on the snare, I'll play 4 beats of each again. Okay, and involving the kick and the hat. So what my kick and hat are doing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, then I'm just putting all my single strokes on top of that and matching beat 1 each time with my right hand with the bass drum. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 64. Back to 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, so you can see how you're ending right there on after 4 beats of 64th notes. Ending that, going back into 16ths. Okay. Now I'll just play it on the hat for you, and then you'll get to hear it a little bit clearer too. Okay. 1 E and a, so I'll do a count off first too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. just have fun with it. But getting the sticking of it down, that's why the pad's so great for that. Because you want to practice all your stick control stuff and your muscle memory and using your wrist and fingers in conjunction. You don't want to be using big muscles, guys. You know, I know a lot of people are self-taught, and especially rock drummers, they're doing a lot of playing from the arm and hinging from either the shoulder or the elbow and playing power strokes basically with everything they play. But the thing is that everything then is at one volume. Your dynamics don't really exist because you're just crashing and banging is what I call it, because you're just constantly right, where everything is the same volume or dynamics throughout the whole song, even if it shouldn't be, that kind of thing, right? If you play with touch, playing with touch is much harder. That you can always play louder, but developing touch, that's where all the control is at, and that will enable you to have better control and relaxation, okay? Because larger muscle groups you use, you're going to get tired faster, and you can hear it almost like it sounds like nervous playing, you know, where it's like, right, that kind of thing, instead of like, so using wrist and fingers rather than a power stroke each time, right, because then it's all going to be kind of the same dynamic. So not blasting any of you guys out there that play a certain way or self-taught and enjoy playing a certain genre. You know, there are a lot of people who have made whole careers, like the drummer from AC/DC, with that one pattern, with that one primary pattern, just played at different tempos. 1 and 2, like Back in Black, boom. That kind of thing, or like Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell. Highway. You know, it's the same pattern, just played it faster in different tempos. Maybe a little bit different in some bass parts, but you know, you don't want to practice everything that way and play everything that way, because having touch is in my opinion is so important, because it will give you good control over not only your good technique, so that you won't get tired and you won't be using big muscle groups. Come on in. But that you'll be using just your wrist and fingers, which don't take a lot of muscle to get the figures out, okay? So the more that you use your touch and your wrist and fingers, it's really going to help with all those touch exercises. So, and my student Aiden just showed up here. But that's important for another way to practice all your touch, is to go from 16ths to 32nds to 64ths. And Aiden and I have been practicing that for a bit now. And he's just killing it, because now he's understanding that you're keeping that single stroke motion going, but then just doubling it when you get to your 64ths, okay? So that's an easy way, because we're going from 4 quarter notes to 8 eighth notes. 8 plus 8 is 16 16th notes. 16 plus 16 is 32 32nd notes. 32 plus 32 is 64 64th notes, right? So last time, 1, 2. And you want to play it with me? We'll play 4 beats of each, okay? And you're going to keep your hat and bass going. So it'll be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, and then 64s. Back to 16ths. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 30 seconds. 64s. 1 E and a 2 E and a bass hat, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 64s. Good, nice. Now let's play them on the hi-hat. just all on the hi-hat. And you can involve the bass drum, just play 4 on the floor with it, okay? Just so you have a little bit more rebound for the 64th notes, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 64th. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Nice, good job, buddy. Okay, gotta get back to this lesson here, but that is a really important one, guys, and it will help your stick control greatly. Just like the forearm crusher that I've showed you guys, but that's all 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E, then you do doubles. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a paradiddle. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a singles, 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 doubles, doubles, double, double, paradiddle, 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 singles. Back to 1. So that's we call it the forearm crusher. So if you practice the forearm crusher in addition to single stroke 16ths, single stroke 32nds, and double stroke, closed double stroke 64ths, those 2 warm-ups or exercises, those are just some of the best of the best of the best. And they turn into so much more, and with the independence, especially if you keep an ostinato pattern going with your feet underneath. All right, guys, love you. Happy drumming. And you want to say hi, Aiden? Hello. Hello. Aiden's one of my best students. He's a really cool guy and practices and does very well. So he's always a pleasure to work with. And you've seen him in a video or 2, I think, from my house as well. I think 1 or 2 of the videos there. But yeah, Aiden's doing really well. So let's give him his support, and he's just killing it. Good job, buddy.